Hello, in this video we'll talk about break and continue statements. Okay, so sometimes when you write a program that has a loop, uh, based on the situation or based on certain conditions that you probably want to terminate the loop while you are inside the loop. Or sometimes you want to probably just kind of skip part of the loop and continue the rest of the loop. Uh, in these situations, it's going to be very difficult to do that unless we have something that can help us to achieve such a thing. In Python, we have something we call break and continue statements. These two statements, they can alter the flow of the loop that you already have. Okay, so that being said, it's different than not entering the loop from the condition of the while loop, for example, because it was false. No, this is something that you are already inside the loop, and then you want to control the flow of the loop from inside. Okay, so let's start with the break statement and let's see what is the break statement. Okay. So break statement is basically what it does. If you hit the break statement inside your loop, it's going to terminate completely the entire loop. And it's not going to go back again to the loop, and it's going to exit the loop. Okay, so it's one of the statements that can control the flow immediately. So anything inside the loop at that point, once you hit the break, is going to be terminated and you're going to be out of the loop, even if the condition or the expression in the header of the while loop is still true. Okay, what is the syntax of that? The syntax of it, just write in the word break. Okay, let's take a look at this flowchart. Okay, so in this flowchart, what we did before with the while loop, we have the while loop over here. We start from the program, we get to the while loop. If it's true, you will execute certain condition or a block of statements. Okay, one of the statement inside it is going to be another, for example, if statement that will check for a specific expression or condition. If this condition is a true, you will be executing the break, and then you will be exiting from the loop and getting out of the loop, and you're going to skip the remaining of the body of the loop. Okay, if the condition the if statement for the break is false, you will continue the loop and you will go back again here and test the conditions or the expressions that you have in the while loop. Okay, let's take a look over here at this code. Okay, so that's kind of like a template. So this is the header of my while loop. I have my expression, and the entire thing in this box is the body of the loop. Okay, at certain points inside the body, you will have an if statement. And this if statement is going to test a certain condition. If this condition is true, you're going to go inside the body of the if statement, which has break. What's going to happen? You are going to go completely out of the loop and go to the rest of the program. What's going to happen with this code is going to be skipped. What if this expression is still true? It doesn't matter. The break is going to get you out of the loop. Okay, let's take a look at this example over here. In this example, we have a while loop, and inside this while loop, we have an if statement that has a certain condition, and if that condition is a true, we're going to go inside the if statement where we have a break. Okay, so let's take a look over here. Just the general, like we saw before in the while statement or the while loop. We have the initialization over here, which is number, and we have the header of the while loop, and we're saying, well, number is less than 10. Continue over here, go inside the body. Okay, of course, over here inside the body, we have certain things that we do all the time is increasing number. So we will get to a certain point where we have either 10 or greater than 10, and we're going to stop the while loop. But what we're doing over here, we're saying increase it by 1 and then check for the number. Is it equal to 5? First, when I start, it's 0. I increase it by 1. It's 1 right now. Is 1 equal to 5? No. I'm going to skip the if statement, continue over here and print number is this line. And then I'm going to go back again here. Number is 1. Is 1 less than 10? Yes. Increase 1 by 1, it's going to be 2. Is 2 equal to 5? No. I'm going to print it. Here you go. I'm going to go back again to the while loop. Is 2 less than 10? Yes. Increase it. Is 3 equal to 5? No. Print out. Number is 3. Again. Is 3 less than 10? Yes. Increase 3 by 1, it's going to be 4. Is 4 equal to 5? No. Skip the if statement and print number is 4. We're going to go back again here to the while loop and pay attention over here. Is 4 less than 10? Yes. Make number equal to 4 plus 1, which is 5. Is 5 equal to 5? Yes. So we're going to execute this statement, which is going to say break, and we're going to exit the while loop and print out this line, which you see over here. You see, we get out of the loop even though number is still less than 10. Okay, so that's the break statement. What about the continue statement? Continue is kind of like similar, but not exactly. So what it does, it's actually skip the rest of the code or the rest of the body of the while loop. Okay, so what's going to happen? It's going to skip whatever comes after the continue inside that iteration, but then it's going to go back again to the header of the loop and test the expression that we have. What is the syntax for it? It's continue. Very simple, just one single word. Let's take a look over here. This is the flow chart of the continue statement. So start my program over here until I get to the while loop. Okay, and then I'm going to test the expression. Is it true? Continue. Then I will have an if statement. Test it. If the condition is true for the if statement, what's going to happen? I'm going to skip the remaining of that iteration and go back again to the header of my loop. Okay, I'm not going to exit the entire loop. I'm just going to exit that iteration that comes after the continue. Okay, let's take a look at this example over here. Here's the body of my while loop. I have the expression. If it's true, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to execute some lines over here probably. And then I'm going to have a condition. If it's true, I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to ignore this statements and then going to go back again to the while loop, to the expression, and continue, and so on and so forth. Let's see an example over here. Same example that we saw earlier, but instead of saying break, we said continue. What was the result? The result was printing all the numbers, okay, except number 5, when the condition was true. When the condition was true, I said continue. That being said, do not continue the iteration. Just go back again to the while loop. That time, that iteration that I would have skipped, that was the one that says number is 5, which you do not see it over here. You do not see number is 5. Okay, so that's the break and the continue statements inside the while loop. The break is gonna get you out of the loop completely, even if the expression of the while loop is still true. The continue is just gonna skip that iteration and take you back again to the while loop and continue the iterations. And that's it about the break and the continue statements.